Thursday morning, I did not get up to get my workout, but I'm here now, so no excuse for you. And this is only gonna take like 20 minutes, a little core, a little cardio. But you're gonna feel it in your shoulders and your legs too, because we moving. This is a full body workout. All you need is a heavy dumbbell and a lighter dumbbell, right? So we're gonna do 20 weighted jacks with the light dumbbell, and then with the heavy dumbbell, 10 snatches on each side. And then after that, we're gonna do 3 rounds of core, and we're done. It's quick, but it's efficient. It's simple, but efficient. All right, so I got my light dumbbell, I got my heavy dumbbell, I got my mat, I got some natural sunlight, you know what I'm saying? So we here, live in action. We not gonna talk too much, we just gonna get straight to it. All right, music rolling. All right, family, so, 20, let's rock. Straight to it. Whole concept of this is just try to keep the pace. So you ain't gotta go too fast, but don't stop moving. Now when you're doing a dumbbell snatch, don't swing it like this. You're gonna mess your shoulder up. Zip your zipper up, right? Pull from here, zip up your zipper. Eesh. Now, one more thing for the last round, because the reason I'm able to keep going rep after rep without my shoulders giving out is because for both exercises, I'm using my whole body, my legs and my arms. If you just use your arms, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. Full body. Here we go, last round. 9, 10. Eesh. That was what? 10 minutes tops? Not even 5, 7? I don't know. That was good though. Let's hit some core. 3 rounds. All right, 20 reps. 20 reps, 20 reps. We got we got toe tap crunches, reverse crunch, and then sit-ups, all with the weight. Your shoulders are warmed up now. Now we about to kill them. It's gonna burn. Let's get that work, y'all. Come on. Legs up. 20. Eesh. That's one. All right. So this is the part of the workout where you done and you tired and it just sucks. But teach your body and your mind to go on autopilot, right? And just move. It makes it easier when you're talking. So this is the time in the workout where if I'm with my client, I will ask them random ass questions. And at first, they do be like, why is he asking me this? But about the 3rd, 4th question, we just be having conversation. And they just be moving, and they don't even realize it. And in my head, I'm like, they're doing an incredible job right now. But in their head, they just working out and talking. Play with yourself. Pause. Mind games, you know what I'm saying? Trick yourself. Because when you feel like you can't go no more, guess what, bro? You only really reach like 40% of your max. Your body is incredible. It can keep going. It's your mind that's weak, bro. I promise you. 20. Shoulders hurt. They hurt, y'all. Come on. It's the fun part. Let's get better. That's a shitty one. Sheesh. Done. That was a sweat. And it was very short. So if your excuse is, oh, I don't have time, my kids this, my kids that, what else I be hearing? I don't have the equipment. You can do all of this with nothing. with nothing. Instead of the dumbbell snatches, you can get you a gallon of milk and use that. I don't care. Do some. Go buy a brick. If it's really that big of a deal, shoot me a DM being like, I can't afford dumbbells, and I'll send you one. I'll send you one dumbbell. I swear, it's not that deep. But if I send it to you, you gotta send me a video of you doing this every day. I'm not gonna send it to you and you let it collect dust. But that's that work, y'all. All right, so we gonna go upstairs. Let me sit up and get my shit together. I ain't tired. I'm gonna get upstairs, make a smoothie, protein packed, and show y'all how I throw that down. I've been getting a lot of traction on the gram of y'all liking the smoothies and asking about the smoothies, so we're gonna go into great detail about that. Good work, y'all. All right, family, so we in the kitchen again because that's a lot of the component. I'm not gonna say it's 50%, I'm not gonna say it's majority of. You know that eating right and exercises go hand in hand. Yesterday I was sitting in my car, and when I'm driving from client to client, I just be thinking, bro, all kind of stuff. And I was just thinking of like some things that I just want to always remind myself day to day. And one of the things was just like, take care of your temple, you know what I'm saying? And then I made like a sub category because I was typing, not while I was driving, but I was typing and I made a sub category, and it was your mind, body, and soul. Your mind, just always consume knowledge. Don't let your mind just get stagnant, because then you just become stupid. Your body, take care of yourself with quality food and quality exercise. It doesn't have to be the most difficult exercises, and you don't have to be the fittest person in the world, and you don't have to eat the cleanest diet, but just take care of yourself with quality stuff. And then your soul, just always sit down and pray and meditate. So like I was saying, while we was in the gym, I've been big on the protein shakes for like the last few months. At first, people would ask me, Jordan, what protein powder do you take? Or what supplements do you take? And I would tell them like none, but I might as well use the rest. But my thing is, I see a significant difference when I'm taking protein powder consistently, because it's just more protein and source for my muscles to build and grow. So lately I've been on like just a protein shake every day, just make it a habit. And so if you're low on your protein intake, this is just the easy way to just, okay, I don't have time to cook, or I'm not that hungry, let me just throw some protein powder in the blender. And then also, if you know you're not gonna eat a salad, if you know you're not gonna eat vegetables, you can easily put this stuff in a blender and you have a serving of fruits and vegetables. And the thing is, you can make it taste really well. All you gotta do is trial and error. At first, it can be bad, but then after so long, it just becomes regular. So today, this is gonna be that strawberry banana French toast protein shake. Sound good, right? I know. All right, so now, I used to work at a cafe in the gym, so I used to always make protein shakes. And every recipe said 8 ounces of fluid, which was always perfect, right? But I always put more because I put double protein powder and it's vegan, so it's going to consume more liquid. So I go just above 8 ounces of liquid. I always put either ice or a frozen fruit, blueberry, strawberry second. That way, it's a cold smoothie. I don't like warm smoothies. You can make a warm smoothie, but that ain't my thing. So today we're using frozen strawberries. Like I said, sometimes I use ice. Sometimes it's frozen bananas. Sometimes it's blueberries, whatever. Not too many though, because then it'll be too cold and too frozen and too clumpy. All right. Oh, started off with almond milk. I've heard all kind of things about almond milk. I heard it's bad for the environment. I heard, I'm allergic to nuts. So you can use oat milk, almond milk, regular milk, water, juice. And your juice is pretty good sometimes too. All kind of things. Second, we're going to go with a banana. This has been in my fridge for like a long time. And I have fresh bananas, but I just don't want to waste this. I think it's edible still. It just looks bad. But don't judge me. The question is, How do you eat your bananas? There's only one right answer. I'll give you a demonstration. It's the only way you should be eating banana. Peel it. Right now. Make sure nobody looking. Like some Skittles, you know. There's only one right answer. I saw somebody yesterday doing that with a hot dog. I was like, yo. Shout out to Tremont Lee. T. Lee. I should play ball with him. All right, that's the banana. Keep the fabrics next to me. Okay. Next, almond butter. Get your healthy fats in. What fats are good for is long-term energy, right? You'll have carbs and sugars, and you'll feel the effects of the carbs and the sugar. Don't be laughing at my empty. They're in the dishwasher. All right, relax. Long-term energy. So when you take sugars, carbs, you'll feel the effects kind of immediately. You know, you'll feel a jump in energy. Fast is more so long-term. So once I hit another workout or later in the day, I have an energy source, which is fats. That's what people who do keto diet, you know, the infamous keto diet, that's what they do. They rely on their energy from their fats, which is very hard to do. The transition of that is hard to do because at first you feel so depleted of sugar, right, to where your body is forced to rely on the fats for energy now. So that's that. A little almond butter. You can go with peanut butter. You can go with cashew butter. It's up to you. Peanut butter is very strong. It's gonna take up the taste of your smoothie. Almond butter is not that. It's not that bad. Next, granola. What's this? Oats honey granola. Sometimes I just put this in a bowl with some fruit and some almond milk. It's fire, like cereal. I like to put it in my smoothie. Other times I might use like oatmeal, but I just like to have like a heavy source of carbs in there. Just because I'm trying to put on some more size. So what the carbs will do is just, you know, more water in your muscles, things like that, more energy for my workout so I'm not pulling so much glycogen from my body. A little science for you. Now before y'all get on me about the oils that they use to make this. What they use to make this? Canola oil. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to die because I'm using granola that has canola oil. Of course, it's not like the best thing. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but what Jay-Z said, I'm not perfect. Nobody walking this earth is. You know what I'm saying? Still good, though. That's fumble over here dropping stuff. All right, next, natural sweetener, honey. Like I said, this is that French toast get down, so of course we gotta make it sweet. Not too much, but not too little either. Treat yourself, but don't cheat yourself. Easy. And then we throw in the protein powder. This is has been one of my favorite protein powders by far. I've had trial and error, so many. By far, hands down, my favorite brand is On It, ONNIT. Their vanilla vegan protein powders is good because you can drink the smoothie and realize that. I mean, not realize, but you won't expect it to be vegan. This one's pretty good too. It's not too chalky as well. It's the brand Ambrosia, and it's their Planta protein. I believe this is Mike Rashid's brand, and he's a cold. He's been in the fitness game for a long time. And then they got all kind of flavors. Like this one is banana maple French toast, and it tastes exactly like that. The one before this I had was birthday cupcake, I believe, which was fire. And then they got the regular chocolate vanilla. They got all kind of flavors for this one. So one scoop is 25 grams of protein. I'm going with 2 scoops. So we're going to do that. Yo, why? I was on a call with one of my clients last week, online client, and he was saying how, he's going to get his grams of protein in no matter what. And the thing is, he has been. And the thing is, this dude has been gaining weight like crazy. Like, it works. If you want more size, lift weights and get your protein in. But he takes it to the extreme. So he posted on Instagram, he had a cup, and it was like a chocolate shake, and he had a chocolate shake, godly, and he was like 2 ingredients deliciousness, and it was egg whites and chocolate protein powder. You don't gotta go to that extent. But Josh, I'm proud of you, bro. Good job. You beat me on being hardcore. So good job, man. Yeah, that's it. It's gonna taste good. I got my protein. I got plenty of fiber. I got my fats. I got my carbs. This is efficient right here. This I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Let's check this out. We got in the back. Can't forget. Always got the flat seat and the ham seat so you can go to the bathroom. I almost forgot. I'm big on efficient digestion, bro. Like if your body's able to clean itself out, your health will be ahead of most. A lot of people are just constipated. A lot of people are just full of shit, and that's why they walking around with attitudes and mad all the time because they got so much built up in them that they can't let out, and they think it's they stressed out. Nah, my friend, you just constipated. So first we got the hemp seeds. I don't measure anymore, but they say 3 tablespoons is 1 serving. I'm not gonna put 3 tablespoons in my smoothie. So but this is extra protein, vegan protein on top of that, but also omega-3s, and a great source of, it even says source of 7 essential vitamins and minerals, good source of protein, omega-3s and omega-6, and fiber, because it's seeds. So that's that. And then flaxseed, the way I see this is just fiber powder. This is straight up this will make you go to the restroom for sure. But also omega-3s and omega-6. So like we said before, fats are great for you. Good for your brain too. Good for your hormones. It's to secrete your hormone, man. It's just don't be shying away from them fats, but just don't be a fat ass. That's a good one. Clip. Nah. All right, same thing. I don't measure this. It says 2 tablespoons is enough. If I put 2 tablespoons in this, it'll take over the taste. Flaxseed has this very nutty taste. Pause. And yeah, dog. There we go. So now I got my fiber. So I go to the bathroom. There we go. Boom. If you don't got good bowel movement, that could be a big factor in your health problems. All right, let's blend this thing up. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. Oh, I accidentally hit the release button. Sometimes it get a little stuck on the walls of the blender. So we gonna scoop that off. I want all that protein, baby. Give it to me, baby. Smells so good. Smell like dessert. And even with the protein powder, yo, look, sometimes I even put protein powder in like my waffles or my pancakes over the weekend. Make protein pancakes, but get you a good one like ambrosia with the good flavors and it won't be as bad. The only thing is don't put too much because then it'll taste like fake protein, which is not always delicious. All right, let's rock. Final product, man. Let's see how. That's water dripping, but let me see. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more milk because it's very thick. And yeah, I like my smoothies how I like my women. But that's too thick. And too much of anything is bad for you. That's what my dad taught me. My dad taught me that one. He said too much of anything is bad for you. That must be jelly, because jam don't shake like that. Let's rock. I'm going to tell y'all this, man. Go start making protein. Start making smoothies in general. Like, you can pack a lot of nutrients in it to where it's kind of like, the way I tell my clients is this: if you know you've got enough nutrients in for the day, at some point, not always, but at some point you can say, okay, I'm gonna have a cheeseburger, because you got hella protein in for the day, you got hella nutrients, vitamins and minerals in for the day, you got hella fiber in for the day, so you know you're gonna go to the restroom and flush it out, go have a cheeseburger. So same thing with a smoothie. This is your vitamins and your minerals right here. Go have a cheeseburger. I'm not always, but treat yourself. Strawberry banana French toast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That protein. Little taste check. Little crunch from the granola. Little sweetness. You can taste the strawberries. You can taste the syrup. You can literally taste the syrup from the protein powder. That's fire. So that's that smoothie. That's that workout. Take yourself through that. A lot of times after I do my morning routine and I finish my workout, I do that. Little life hack: if you like coffee, brew yourself coffee. Sometimes that's what I do. I brew my coffee, put it in the freezer while I'm like showering, so it's cold by the time I'm back. Pour it in my smoothie, and then do this. I do like the coffee, then a little bit of almond milk followed with that, and then like bananas, make it sweet with the protein powder. Fire, got yourself a little morning frap. That's good. Workout, protein. Name of the game. Let's win. Let's work.
Yo, we back on the sofa. The great, it's comfortable too. It's comfortable. So, just wrapped y'all through the fitness aspect, workout, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fit guy, so then people look to me for information, for knowledge on the fitness. And then part of the fitness is the nutrition. So I took you out through the smoothie and whatnot. And the nutrition plays a huge role. I mean, the fitness too, because it's a discipline in the sense of you do what you're supposed to do. You had this sense of comfort in yourself and belief in yourself that you can do it. So you'll go out and do other things, such as writing goals on a paper and accomplishing those. Or like I posted in a reel not too long ago that got thousands and thousands of views, was just saying how if I set this goal to lose 100 pounds and I lose 100 pounds, who's to say you can't write down a goal of making 100K and then you go and make your 100K. It's just a matter of the plan and the execution. That, and then with fitness and nutrition too, if your body's full of junk, and you're not moving around to flush it out, your mind gets full of crap too. So when you're eating clean and moving your body, your brain is more fresh and it's more resilient, and it functions much more better. So that's why that's a crucial piece, and that's why I started things off with that. But I want to use that attraction and use that knowledge to give you guys more. What do you do after you're sharp? What do you do after you did your fitness and your nutrition? How should you function day to day after that? Because the sole purpose of me giving you my input is just to make you better. So for you to do the fitness and nutrition, and then day to day you're listening to things that's just gonna keep you going to just have a productive day, one productive day, boom, perfect. Then you do it again the next day, get your fitness and nutrition, you gaming yourself up on knowledge, audios, books, not just meaningless music or just meaningless empty time. I commute for my clients quite a lot. And so what I do a lot of times in the car is I'll play podcasts, I'll play YouTube videos of people who I want to hear their input. So they're just dumping back into my brain. So then I see a client and I got something to say. And then I go to my next client, more in my brain, and I got something to say. And then also it just keeps me going. motivated throughout the day. It keeps me hungry throughout the day. And yeah, man, so now I want to transition into, like I said, fitness, nutrition done. So now how should you carry that? Because now you're sharpened. It's like you just sharpened your pencil. Now let's put that pencil to work. How do you write? What do you write? And how do you translate that to the rest of your day? So these are 10 things that I'll call the 10 things you need to hear. I did a Instagram video, 5 things you need to hear, and it did numbers, because it's just like sometimes you just need to be reminded of some things that need to be said that you just need to hear again. The thing is, for me, a lot of the things there's been speakers and people telling you these things, and you've heard these things since you were a kid time and time again. But even myself, I may hear something a bit differently, or I may hear something I've heard once before, but I haven't thought about it in a long time, and I hear it again, and it's like, whoa, let me work on that for a good 2 days, and then boom, here's something else. So 10 things you need to hear. We'll just start off with number 1. Give thanks to God every day. Give thanks to God every day for everything. Very simple sentence, but a very strong sentence and a very vague sentence. Every day for everything. So we can easily lose appreciation or take for granted one day. You know what I'm saying? You wake up Wednesday, you go through your day, and then you wake up Thursday without even thinking about the day you just had Wednesday. Whether it was a good or a bad or a long or easy or productive day, it's here today, gone tomorrow. You won't think about it again. But when you just have that deep level of gratitude for just even having the opportunity to have a Wednesday, it's very deep, and it's very fulfilling for you to just stop and just say thank you. You don't even have to finish that sentence. Just saying thank you, your mind just starts to flow with just a number of things that you're thankful for that if you had not said thank you, you would not have thought about. So that's for everything and every day. But I mean, that's for every day. But then when you talk about for everything, like I said, you say thank you, and then your mind starts to flow. You start to think about just waking up. Like you'll hear these things all the time. Waking up, another day, for being alive, breathing, walking, talking, your interactions with other people, the things you've learned, the tough times you've had, who's made you the stronger person, and just a number of, like, water, my table, bro, like the light. It's too many things to be grateful for. But the sole purpose of gratitude, and I start my days off like this. There's so many times where I myself do not feel like, you saw the morning routine, I don't feel like getting out of bed sometimes. And there's 1 or 2 things I'll do. 1, I'll smile. I'm tired, but then I'm like, okay, let's get out of bed. I don't feel like it. And just hold a smile. And you be like, okay, I feel so much better. And then you out of bed. That's 1 or 2. I just, man, like, I can move my body. I have the opportunity to go and work out. I have the opportunity to go and feed my family and help my family. I have the opportunity to make somebody else smile. My clients are dependent on me. And I just become so grateful for it. And it's like, oh, it gets better and better. And then boom, I stand up, So number 1, just show that gratitude. Like, just really be appreciative of the opportunity, of the chances, of the people you're impacting, the people. Just show deep gratitude for everything, every single day, right? You'll transform into a completely different person, 100%. So that's number 1. Number 2, we'll keep these short and sweet. Let's cut to the chase, you know what I'm saying? This is a big one. This ties into the fitness and nutrition, and what do you do after that? This is summing up this episode, basically. So number 2, protect your temple. It's the one thing you have complete control over. Your mind, by expanding knowledge. Your body, through quality exercise and dieting. And then your soul, with daily meditation and prayer. All right, so that's your temple. Your mind, your body, your soul. I'm big on this one, because if you have complete control over this and you take complete control over this, this is what keeps people focused. This is what changes a regular person, everyday average Joe, to Kobe Bryant, an average Joe to Michael Jordan, the average Joe to whoever you admire and look up to. You know what I'm saying? It's their sense of control with their mind, body, and soul. So we'll take you through all of them. Your mind, there's 3 of them. Your mind is first by expanding knowledge. You have to consume knowledge. You have to be learning constantly. Because what's the opposite of learning? I mean, you can call it a lot of things. I'll say dumbing down. You know, it'll never be stagnant. Nothing in life is stagnant. You'll never see a cell or a molecule ever sit still. So either you're learning or you're dumbing down. But just always be willing to learn. This will help you with growth. This will help you with your life, your business, whatever it may be. The thing is, there's too many things on this planet to learn for you to ever be knowledged out. You know what I'm saying? There's always something for you to learn. And I touched on this a few episodes back. Like, I don't care what it is I'm learning. I can be listening to a podcast on financing, and then after that on how to fly a plane. But just keeping my brain fresh. Then you can utilize that for other things. You know, you learn something, now you feel fresh, now you want to teach something, and then you teach, and then you learn something again, and it's just this cycle of just learning and giving that knowledge and sharing that knowledge. But just more importantly, just staying sharp up here. You want to always be learning. Next, your body through quality exercise and dieting. This is big when it's protect your temple, because that's your physical body, and that's something you have complete control over. You don't have control over your kids. You don't have control over your job. You don't have control over what your boss has you doing and what he's telling you. But you have complete control over your body, 100%. With this one, life can take turns. You can get cancer, diabetes, whatever it may be. But you have control over reversing that or making things better for yourself by diet and exercise. I'll give you some quick science with that one, and then we'll go back into just the philosophy of it. But when you're moving your body, you know, you got your circulatory system, you know, the flow of your blood, and what keeps that going is your heart pumping and things like that. But there's this lymphatic system, and your lymphatic system is like the circulatory system for your immune system, right? So stay with me. The lymphatic system, the only way you can get that pumping, such as the heart pumps your blood, your circulatory, the lymphatic system is pumped through movement, through exercise. So to keep your immune system fresh and clean, you have to move, whether that be a walk, whether that be you jump. Honestly, I think the best thing for it is actually jumping. But you can walk, jumping jacks, go for a run, lift weights, get your body moving, sweat, breathe heavily. Crucial for you to just be clean and just keep your immune system fresh, because if you're sick, you won't be able to grind as hard and make as much money if you're sick versus if you're healthy. That's one thing. Your diet, like I said before, you have to be eating quality food. You have to be eating clean food. If you're eating shit, you're going to be full of shit and you're going to perform like shit. But if you're eating clean food, this is sharp. You feel good. You feel vibrant. You're ready to do more. But if I eat a honey bun, right, and then after that I make a bowl of ramen noodles, and then for dinner I have burgers and fries, I'm going to feel heavy and I'm going to feel sluggish and I'm going to feel tired. But if I ate some chicken breasts and some vegetables, I'll still feel good. I won't be hungry though. I just feel good and ready to go and keep my day going. But if midday I have something heavy or crappy, you might feel a bit more sluggish. I'm not saying not to eat whatever you want and enjoy yourself, not at all, because I do that myself. But the problem is people do that for Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then a month, and then the next month, and it's like, man, like, Jordan, why do I feel so heavy and tired every time after I eat? Because your system is just too compiled, you know what I'm saying? You got to get your fiber, your vitamins and minerals, keep everything moving, flushing, and so on and so forth. So that's diet and exercise. And then the third one, now this is important, because whenever there's 3 things listed, the third dimension is said to be the most important. You know what I'm saying? In church, it's the Father. Isn't it the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit? It's the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Father being God, right? He's the most. He's said first, right? Just to always remember God. Son, God in human form, God in flesh, but then the Holy Spirit. God and the Son, you wouldn't hold them dear, like as dear to your heart, or appreciate them nearly as much without the Holy Spirit. That's the most important, is that God within yourself, that Son within yourself, for you to actually appreciate what the Father and Son is. So the third dimension is always most important. So for this one is your mind, your body, and the last one is your soul. And you keep that fresh with daily meditation and prayer. You just need to have some kind of faith and some kind of practice where you're sitting down listening to yourself, because those thoughts in your head are real thoughts, and you're a real person thinking and producing real things. So you have to be very particular and very considerate of what that is. But a lot of times we just move meaninglessly, and we're just going throughout our day without actually understanding and processing what we're thinking. But understand what you're thinking is exactly what you'll get and output into the world. What you're thinking is what you'll see day to day. If I'm sitting here thinking about poverty day to day, I'll get a lot more poverty. But if I'm sitting here day to day, on my refrigerator is 100K mindset, 50K this month. It's kind of like, who's to say I'm gonna actually do that? But because I see it day to day, that's gonna be my output. That's gonna be my attitude. So it's very important for you to just sit down with yourself, understand what you're thinking, and then even convince yourself to think otherwise, but just really have a relationship with your soul, with that voice in your head, because it's very real. So that's number 2, protect your temple. It's the one thing you have complete control over: your mind, your body, and your soul. Your mind by expanding your knowledge, your body through quality exercise and dieting, your soul with daily meditation and prayer. Number 3, mean what you say what you mean, but no need to say much, because actions speak louder than words. I'll say that one more time. Number 3 of the 10 things you need to hear is mean what you say and say what you mean, but no need to say much, because action speaks louder than words. I did not understand this concept until very recently. It's something that takes growth and understanding, and for you to fall and then see it for yourself, what that truly means. But when you get it, you got it. Simple, right? Oh, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna wake up and work out every day. You know, I'm gonna tell everybody, I'm gonna wake up. Yo, bro, I'm gonna wake up and work out every day. Mom, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna work out every day. Yo, girlfriend, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna work out every single day. And then you miss Wednesday, and it's like, okay, you told them something, but then you did something completely different. But I'll tell you this, personal experience, I'll do that sometimes, you know. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stop smoking, right? I'm gonna stop smoking weed. Okay, I hear you, bro. Yeah. And then you smoke weed, right? It's not until you realize in your head, like, it's an attitude that, like, I'm really done. So what's the point of me telling anybody? You know, what's the point of me expressing this? If I'm truly done, there's no need to say it. They'll see it, you know, in my behaviors. So there's no need to share with anybody. But you doing it, well, they'll see it for themselves, and then they'll have a new level of faith within you. But what's most important is just mean what you say and say what you mean. If you say it, do it, execute it. Because what's heavier than just telling somebody and you not keeping the word to them is you telling yourself and then not keeping the word to yourself. Because now in your head, to a minimum, it may be something small. You're a liar, you're dishonest, you have commitment problems, you know, you can't follow through with what you say to yourself. So now if you say, I'm gonna make 100K, and you miss a week of work, boom, you cut it short. Minimum, because you may be saying something like, oh, I'm gonna stop eating heavy carbs, you know, and then you do, big deal, but that translate into a greater number of things. So that's number 3, mean what you say and say what you mean, but no need to say much. Action speaks louder than words. Just do it, keep it to yourself. It is the hardest thing to do. Well, maybe not for you, but for me, it's just like, I want them to know, but nah, just do what you're supposed to do and they'll see it. You know what I'm saying? So number 4 of 10 things you need to hear: finish what you start. Listen to this. An idea is good and a plan is great, but execution is worship. I got that one from my dad maybe last year. we were talking and about business and work, and he was like, I think we actually sitting down about my schedule. This is when I was getting really understanding how important the schedule and the routine is. He was like, but no matter what, Jordan, execution is worshipped. Execution is worshipped. And I'm just dwelling on it like, what does he mean by that? Okay, it's a good idea for you to read every day, and you even planned it out. You put your book right next to your nightstand so you have no other choice. But up until you actually do it, it almost doesn't matter. Like it's what's most important is you actually doing the thing. Yo, boss, I'm a come to work a bit earlier. I'm gonna stay a bit later. Oh, that's dope. Okay, you planned around it. Now you got dinner, having dinner later, and you having breakfast earlier. Now you got your plan, but for your boss to actually see you doing it, and you've done it for a month, 2 months, a year now, that's what's going to get you from point A to point B, that execution. So finish what you start, get it done. Like, don't, my dad, this is another one. My dad used to call me 99%er, right? I would do the dishes. What would it be? I would do the dishes, but I might not clean the counter. He's like, you did all of this. It used to be a lot of dishes too. You did all of this, but you ain't wiped down, you did 99%. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to finish. You don't want to be a 99%er because it's sweet, but let's just get to 100. Oh, Jordan is a reliable person. He'll get the job done. He will finish. So finish what you start. An idea is good. A plan is great, but execution is worshipped. Number 5, this one is powerful because, once again, it's very simple, but it'll change your life. You know, it'll change how people see you and how you see people, right? Lead, live, and spread love, right? That's number 5 of 10 things you need to hear. Lead, live, and spread love. So lead with love. Every decision you make, every interaction you have, every time you speak, make sure when you're speaking on the tip of your tongue, what's leading is love. When you're making a decision, just make sure that decision is out of love. Say you're deciding to spark up a crack pipe, okay? And instead of you just thinking about yourself and in the instant gratification of I don't even know how they hold crack pipes, and the instant gratification, think about, I don't know, your mother. You know, you love her dearly, and if you're leading with love, and you know she wouldn't really want to see that for you, have that second thought. Do your thing. Get cracked out, I guess. But hey, I would lead with love. You know what I'm saying? If you're making this decision to rob a bank, with the people at the bank, if you love them, and you don't even have to know people. You don't have to know people to love them. If you love them, do you think that bank teller wants a gun pointed at her? Nah. So lead with love. Make every decision based out of love. And it sounds vague right now and something you have to think about right now. But once you practice and understand and really show that empathy towards others with love, it becomes secondhand. Like, there's nothing more that I want for anybody that I interact with to just feel the genuine love that I have for them in me, right? So that's lead with love, live with love. Ties into that one. It's just like everything you do is out of love. Your heart is just so heavy and full of love to where, like I said, every decision you make, but then more importantly, spread. Let it be known that you have that love for people and love for others and even love for objects. Like, I'm not going to sit here and scrap up this couch because I truly love it. Funny story. I just got done telling the gym owner, the gym I train out of, I was like, you know, it was random. It was like we were just minding our own business. And I was like, you know, this phone, I've had it for almost a year now and there's no cracks on it. It doesn't even have a screen protector, right? No, he's like, okay. He's like, he literally made that face like, and I was like, you wanna know what's crazy is? This is the first phone I bought myself. Every other phone, I effed up bad. I'm talking, it was one time I smashed a phone in the car door and it was literally bent, you know, like, but I didn't care too much for him. I was careless. But because I pulled out an investment of myself, you know, and gave it to the people at T-Mobile, at Apple, and they gave me the phone back. It was a transact, and I loved that money I gave. I loved that money, and so I'm gonna love this phone in return. I take good care of it. So spread love and everything. it can be somebody at the grocery store, the elderly lady who's checking you out, your groceries or whatever. Like, let her know she's seen, she's understood, and it doesn't matter if your word is have a good day or your word is, thank you, because your heart is filled with, she will literally feel that. She will literally hear you differently versus somebody who's hateful and they just out of the muscle memory, they say have a good day and they just walk off. It's kind of like he didn't really care. But because you lead with love, you're going to make more eye contact. You're going to be more confident because I heard the other day, let's normalize being kind instead of looking at it being corny. What did I just say? Let's normalize being kind instead of it being looked at as corny. Because to me, it's kind of like, bro, like being kind, you're going to have more people on your side. But if you try too hard and you trying to put up this front versus just being kind and loving and all of those things, people will look at you and forget about you. But if they'll go home to their husband and be like, yo, this dude at the grocery store looked at me today and was just like, have a good day. Like, and that, no, he asked me, how are you? And it really, you know what I'm saying? So lead with love. Lead, live, and spread love. Number 6, this is a good one too. Fill your heart with grace. Be willing to understand, and perspective is everything. All right, so fill your heart with grace. Be willing to understand. Perspective is everything. So that's 3 phrases right there, but we'll break it down like this. Fill your heart with grace. Don't be so intolerable. You know what I'm saying? Be willing to hear people out, see what they mean, because people can do some crazy things, right? I've done some crazy things, but my perspective was completely different from the way somebody else perceived it. Filling your heart with grace will give you room and cushion to, okay, somebody did you crazy. Because I'm so gracious, I can sit and ask, okay, why did you do that? And then they start speaking. Okay, but why did you do? Okay, where's your headspace at? Are you okay? The reason I put 5 and 6 so close together is because if you have like heavy love in your heart, you're going to be more graceful, right? And then it'll make you more eye-opening to those that aren't really, the same way. And so you'll be more graceful to hear them out and see what they mean. And check this out. If you're filled with enough love and enough grace, they'll look at you like, I never thought to even consider people like that. I never thought to care for people like that. You know what? And you can literally change somebody's life. So be graceful. Understand that things are going to happen. People going to talk to you. But hey, I love you anyways. I don't got to talk to you. But I love you anyways. Peace. Be on with your day. But also be willing to understand. Be willing to listen. Be willing to see other perspectives. Because like the last part says, perspective is everything. Somebody can KO you on the side of the road. Boom, knock you out. This is a kind of extreme, but hear me out. And you get up. You can fight back. I hate you. Stump them out, whatever. Or you can get up and be like, why did you do that? Bro, I thought you was looking at my girl, man. Nah, bro, I wasn't. Shake his hand. That'd be crazy. I don't know if I got that much grace, but it's just an example, bro. Like, perspective is everything. Be willing to listen. Be willing to understand. People do things for a reason, whether you want to accept it or not. There's a baby out there going crazy right now. She needs love. All right, so number 7 out of 10 things you need to hear. Always keep your hopes high, because whatever happens next is simply for your growth. I'm big on this one. Just because you can have a crappy day, you know what I'm saying? And something can be going bad, terribly wrong. And this literally leads me into number 8. But if you, let's say, example, it was some Fridays ago. My girl was sick. I was up late from being with a client, and it was a Thursday, and I was waking up Friday morning, and I'm just like, talking to my first client of the day. Thursday tried to take me out. I'm trying to have a good productive Friday, but it's these things, boom, 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 just trying to take me out. But guess what? I'm still gonna have a great day because everything that's happening is setting me up. Let's say all these crappy things was going on, and I was just like, I'm just kind of wither off as Friday goes, because I wanted a productive Friday. That's what I wanted. Instead, my hopes were high to where I was able to say, and this goes into the perspective thing, I got through all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept hoping for a better day. And guess what? It was an incredible Friday because I was able to deal with the adversity and keep pushing. My hopes were high the entire day. Like something's gonna give, this is gonna be a great day. Boom, boom, boom. And sure enough, it was a great Friday, which led into a great Saturday and Sunday. I promise you, I kid you not. Things will look ugly for you at times. Things will get gross for you. Things will get so grimy. I'm telling you from experience, things will get grimy at times. But what you can do best for yourself is literally just say, the next thing coming is going to be in my favor. It's going to be for me. And guess what? That next thing can be boom for you to get knocked down again. But understand, and I've said this many, many times, every failure has an equivalent seed of success. It's just the balance of life. That's how it is. You're gonna get something out of it. So just always keep your hopes high, because if you're down about it and your attitude is down and your attitude is nasty, when that good thing happens, one or two things. One, it won't hit as good. It'll just be like, oh, cool. Or two, you'll completely miss it because you're just so caught up on what's been wrong or what happened that you're not even gonna pay attention to the blessing. So number 7, always keep your hopes high, because whatever happens next is simply for your growth, which leads me to number 8. Learn something from every interaction. Your life has meaning and value. You have to intentionally find it. I'm big on this one. I learn from every interaction. I just got here from my boy's crib, D. We came here so we can record, and literally in that, after we got out the car, I'm asking myself, what'd you just learn from that, bro? And it can be the slightest thing, like, oh, we just game planned for, I mean, it's not really slight, but we just had a conversation and game plan for my next step. Or it can be simply as, I just learned that I got to be more patient in my conversation. Or I just learned that, he's having a good day, or he's dealing with, every interaction, every time. And that'll keep you on your toes too, to see what's next. Because like it says, your life has meaning and value. You just have to intentionally find it. So every single day, if whoever, God, the creator, whatever you want to call it, if you're here for a reason, every day is a masterpiece and a plan for you to just get closer to that end goal or that dream. So if every day is that, then you need to just constantly just pour into your cup of like, I'm learning. I just figured that out. This is what happened in this interaction. This is what I learned from when I stubbed my toe. This is what I learned from when I opened the fridge. This is what I learned from when I walked through the door. I got to make sure I lock it behind me. Boom, boom. And just, you're always learning. And that does go up to the knowledge tip of just, it'll keep you sharp. It'll keep you on your toes. It'll keep you fresh. So you're just not like, I'm just sitting on this couch. Fuck, I plopped on the couch. I spilled the glass. I didn't even think about it twice. And then I go and ate some more food and I didn't even think about it. But when you start to just, what did I learn from that? What did I learn from that? You're programming your brain to just constantly want to learn and want to reach more and want to, I remember I said a while back, you exercise, and the ironic part of you continuously doing it, you'll want to continuously do it more and more as you go, and it'll get easier to do it as you more and more as you go. You'll see the value more and more as you go, but you just have to keep doing it. Same thing with this learning thing. Start off small. I learned that when I turn the TV on, I gotta angle it a little bit with my elbow up. I'll sit up like this. I don't know, but like be willing to learn from everything, bro. So that's number 7. That's number 8. Learn something from every interaction. I'll go to, we hit Starbucks after we did some grocery shopping, and it's like, my girl was like, oh, you scared? Like, why do you have to come up on me like that? And I was like, I pulled away. She came and said that, and I was like, okay, so next time, just be more gracious when you walk up on her. Rub her back or something first, instead of just being like, hey, that's what I did. I was like, hey, did you give me the ice coffee, not the hot one? Started versus just being, I asked, what did you learn? Okay, so every interaction, Your life has meaning and value. You just have to intentionally find it. When you're sitting there looking for something to learn, bruh, the magnitude of just that, like it become you become valuable because of it. Like that's a powerful one. I like that one. Number 9, breathe. Period. And practice it daily. Period. You're nothing without it. I wish y'all could. I just got chills, bruh. Oh my God, I wish y'all could just hear me and please take this home with you. All of these, but now we on number 9, so breathe. Period. And practice it daily. Period. You're nothing without it. Period. All right? Shout out Mama Mukami. She asked me, you ever seen somebody die? I said, nah. She said, okay, I have. And the last thing that happens is a exhale. Life is gone. So it's something that's taken for granted for sure. Like you're breathing all throughout the day and you don't even realize it. Sometimes it's a bit shorter. You know, if you're anxious, you're not taking deep breaths. Sometimes you're taking deep breaths. You know, if you're working out and you got to slow it down. But I'll say this, you know, say you're anxious and your breaths are short. Take a deep controlled breath, right? You're working out and your heart race. Take a deep breath. When I'm coaching my clients and we're getting to the end of the workout and I know they're dying. I know. I do this on purpose. I know. And I'm coaching them up. I'm calm because if they see me like, it won't always get to them. It's too much going on for that. They're going ape shit though. Fuck, I got one more. Okay. And I'm like, nah, look, you got rest. Control your breath. Deep breaths, good, slow. Deep breaths. Take control. Stay calm. And you can see it in them. They're completely ready for the last one because they got that sense of breath back. Like I said, you're nothing without it, all right? That's 1. 2, there is a secretive epidemic going on, right? Everybody's anxious. Everybody's depressed. Everybody's scrolling, fanatics. Everybody's here, then there, then there, then there, then there. Nobody is taking deep breaths. You know, this was something that was actually studied and looked at, that people are not taking as deep of breaths as they can. You're not using your lungs to their capacity. So what's it called? When you don't move it, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's keeping you alive and keeping you here and vibrant and with us. Use it. All right. So one more time, breathe, period. Practice it daily. I wake up and I'm sitting here on this couch by myself in the dark, taking breaths. Like crazy deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, hold it. Go real fast, go real slow. Take your time. Like, use it to your advantage. It's there for a reason. And I always point to this. The results that you'll have throughout the day when you're a person that knows and has control over their breath, you'll be a completely different person. They'll be like, why is he so still? Well, because you're panting without even realizing it because you don't pay attention to your breath. Meanwhile, I'm here and I know exactly how deep my breath is. And whenever I'm stressed, bro, literally take 3 deep breaths and everything changes. So breathe, period. Practice it daily, period. You're nothing without it, period. And last but not least, number 10 of 10 things you need to hear. Say it aloud in quotes. I am the greatest. Like, this is simple. Like, nobody is going to say that before you say it. I don't care what your goal is. I don't care what you have in mind. But in my personal opinion, I think you should just try to be the best at whatever it is you're going to do. You don't have to have that attitude. You don't have to believe that. You don't have to live by that. But for me, to you, like, example, man, I always go back to my clients, man. Shout out to my clients, bro. Oh my God, I love y'all. My boy George, man, his job demands a lot of him, but he's the type of person that it does not matter. Okay, His job, we go bowling at times. He golfs. I train his siblings too, and they tell me like, bro, like this dude does not stop. Like whatever it is, he's gonna try to be the best. He's gonna let you know he's the best. You know what I'm saying? But his job is, he has great success with his job. When we go bowling, it's hard to beat him. When he's golfing, I heard he's just like a nagging fly, but it's like nobody gonna tell you great. You gotta tell yourself. Michael Jackson knew he was gonna be great before anybody else. Beyonce knew she was gonna be great before anybody else. Say it. You might as well. And the first time you say it, you'll say it. Say you wake up Monday morning and you say it in the mirror, I'm the greatest. You can be like, oh, whoop-de-doo. Say it again, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. And you're going to really start to get excited, right? Like, let that be a mantra. Let that be a regular thing. Really see yourself as who you can be and what you really are. And it's an affirmation, 100%. Thing about affirmations is it brings you no value if you're not living by it. So, ties back to say what you mean and mean what you say. If you're going to say that, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Show up as the absolute best in whatever it is you do. And it's not easy. You will make mistakes. And you'll have flaws. Nobody's perfect. Nobody walking this, what did Jay-Z say? Nobody walking this earth surfaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it does not hurt to try. Because if you try to hit, let's put this in money terms so you understand me. If you try to hit $10,000, you know that's a crazy dream and you only got $100, but you only hit 8,000. It's kind of like, okay. I mean, it wasn't my goal, but it wasn't bad. Yeah. So set the bar high. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. You can. My boy George, he's an agent. You know, he's in the, but he's like, he tells me people at his job look at him and be like, you doing it? And he just be like, I'm gonna just keep doing it. Whether you tell me that or not, I'm gonna keep doing it because I've already made that decision in my head. It's not a surprise to me. So I'm gonna tell you for myself, someday when I'm doing my thing and they like, dog, where did this dude come from? I'm gonna be like, I've been here I've been saying this. I've been saying it's nothing new, right? But you have to, let's start this voice in our heads. You can dictate what this voice is, who this voice is, what this voice says, but it takes practice. You gotta just do it time and time again. Right now, this voice in your head is giving you second guessing yourself, worries. You can't quite grasp on why you just not got that oomph like everybody else. I do got that oomph. Yeah, I do got that 1% mentality, not 99%. I am the greatest. And then out of nowhere, it's like you have an incredible day Tuesday. You look back and you're like, that was a great day because I'm the greatest. So let's live by that. Have these affirmations, you know what I'm saying? From the fitness to the nutrition to the game of your daily life. I'm giving you an outline. I'm giving you a game plan. I'm programming you to be your best self. And like, this is nothing new. I'm not sitting here saying I'm a pioneer of game and just telling you how to live but I know some things about fitness. I know some things about exercise. I know some things about how you should carry your mind to do the things you want to do. I've seen it. I lived with it for years, and now I'm walking it, right? It's a swag. I'm walking with it like, yeah, I know how to work out and eat good, and I know how to think for myself, and I'm walking with it. I walk it, boom. I'm trying to give you that. This is the bread and butter. Yeah, you know, before you have your meal, and you hungry, and they bring out that bread and butter, and it's like, I just spit. Say it, don't spray. They give you that bread and butter, and it's like, we get some of that. You 6 rows deep without your food ain't even came because it's the bread and butter, bro. Like, take my advice from it if you're having troubles, if you need help. You know what I'm saying? You have this dream. Don't let it die down. Hope is in there, bro. It's in there. Stick with it. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get hard. But you sit down and I'm good. I'm the great. I got this. This is the game plan. Whatever it is that you want to do, best believe that I can take you there. I I could really get you there now. Yeah, I could really do that. But you just gotta. Oh, Jordan said do the fitness thing. I'm gonna do the fitness thing. Okay. Jordan said I gotta eat the fiber, get the. Okay, now I'm going to back. I feel good. Jordan said I gotta sit down and think for myself. Yeah, I don't need to think like my mom or I can think for myself. Okay, cool. Game plan. Boom. Now you on to the next level. And guess what? Guess what's at the next level? The same thing. You 100K a month and you trying to get to 200. Guess what you got to do? You better be working out. You better be eating clean, and your philosophy and your attitude on life better be the exact same. All right. So like I said, this dream that you got is so precious and so valuable, and you can't wait to see it for yourself. My game plan is going to take you there. Here you go. Reach your arms out. Here, take that. There you go. All right. So that's me, man. 10 things you need to hear. From 1 through 10, I say, listen to this tomorrow. Listen again in the 3 times. Just give me 3 times. Let it really soak in. You know, think differently. Think for yourself. And that's that. Let's win. Let's roll. About to watch the Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm going for the Chiefs. My reasoning is crazy. One of my clients got some money on the game. I don't gamble, so I'm gonna just support with his gamble. And so I want to see you win. So we gonna win. Chiefs, all right? I'm going to enjoy myself. You enjoy yourself. Let's win. Let's work. Peace.